Well, it's breaking news overnight. Arsenal have put in a bid in for Declan Rice of £100 million plus £5 million of additional add-ons as well. This is a huge development in the Declan Rice transfer saga. And what a day to come on. I'm not available for the rest of the day. So this is the last video you're going to get today. But we're hearing murmurings of Man City could come in for a second bid to try and outdo Arsenal, or could Arsenal have got the deal over the line? All this stuff happens late at night, so I've been trying to digest this whilst eating my breakfast. Excuse the pun there. And yeah, I think I'm now up to date. David Ornstein reported last night of the 100 plus £5 million worth of add-ons that Arsenal put on the table, and then soon after, Jacob Steinberg reported that this bid hasn't been fully rejected, but David Sullivan is unhappy with the payment structure proposed by Arsenal, and Arsenal feel from their camp if they make a couple of tweaks to the payment structure and payment plan, then this deal could be accepted. But then again, of course, West Ham have got to be sort of awake here and realise that why don't they wait a little bit, just hold off on accepting or rejecting until we get a word from Man City, until we get an official word from Man City of whether they're going to bid again, because City might put a bit more on the table, and that could be the end of that. So yeah, interesting developments, and we've all been wanting Arsenal to be serious. If they wanted the player, they had to be serious. They had to put some decent money on the table. The first two bids, they've been no-brainers to reject. This one, Sullivan's had to think about it a bit more. This one, Sullivan's had to contemplate the sort of pros and cons of it and weigh up the situation and make a sort of informed decision. I mean, this isn't quite real. We've got a bid in for a West Ham player of 9 figures, a British transfer record for Declan Rice, over £100 million, and yeah, that is that's incredible. And it's a West Ham player, which is just mildly amusing, which is annoying a few other fan bases. But yeah, that is the breaking news overnight, that Arsenal have put in a bid of £100 million for Declan Rice plus £5 million add-ons, so a deal could reach £105 million for the England international. We're now waiting for a response from Man City, otherwise we may be left with no other option than to accept this bid that's come in from Arsenal. Of course, in an ideal situation here, we'd all like City to come in, put 115 on the table, and Arsenal to say no, thank you very much, because that would be funny. If Man City got them over the line. But to be fair, we've got to be fair to Arsenal. We've took the mick out of them. We've criticised them for their strategy in this, but they've now put a serious bid on the table that now Sullivan's got to. Yeah, I think he sort of like rejected it, but if the payment plans improve, then there's a chance it will be accepted. So yeah, we're just at a sort of crossroads again now, another crossroads where, dependent on what Arsenal do in the next move and what City do in the next move, it's all hotting up, and I've got a feeling the end is near from this, if I'm totally honest with you. So Arsenal have stepped up, fair play to them. We're now waiting for a response from Man City, which I hope will come. I've got a feeling it's not going to, but I hope City come in with an improved offer, which would make our life a lot easier. And to be fair, if this does get rejected because of the payment plan and they don't move it, you've got to say hats off to David Sullivan, because if he rejects this, over £100 million is coming for a player at West Ham United. David Sullivan, who loves lining his pocket, is going to at this stage, unless nothing changes, reject a bid for a player for over £100 million at West Ham United Football Club. David Sullivan has stood firm and stood with his stance with how much he wants in this player throughout the entirety and the whole of this transfer window. We don't give him a lot of praise, but I'm going to give him a bit of praise there. Fair play to David Sullivan, because he could have looked at the first couple of bids that came in and went, oh yeah, money, we'll have a bit of that. No, he held firm. He's got a valuation of between 100 and 120 million pounds for this player, and he stood by it. And will he reject this and try and get a little bit more? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I wouldn't like to be in Sullivan's shoes at the moment, because I don't know what I do currently, but one thing I do know is we've got to wait until we get an official response from Man City to their movement in this deal. It's going to be another exciting, enthralling day, and well, that's just the ashes, of course, in the Declan Rice transfer saga. I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm out all day, all night tonight, so I might be a little bit worse for wear tomorrow, but I'll be here at some point, and I'm sure there's going to be some more developments in this today and tomorrow. So until then, come on, you ones. And the breaking news overnight is Arsenal are putting a serious bid that could reach £105 million. And now we wait for Man City's response. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.